Welcome in English classroom. Today we are going to learn direct and indirect speech. It is also known as reporting speech and reported speech. It is also called as narration. So let's begin direct and indirect speech. What is direct speech? Actual words of speaker is known as direct speech. For example, Rahul said, I am very busy now. These are the actual words of Rahul. And so, this sentence is in direct speech. What is an indirect speech? We may report what speaker said without quoting his exact words. It's called indirect speech or reported speech. These are actual words of speaker reported by someone else. For example, Rahul said that he was very busy then. These are the actual words of Rahul but reported by someone else, and it is called as your indirect speech. While doing from direct to indirect, we have to pay attention towards reporting verbs. If your reporting verb in the direct sentence, if said is there, while doing indirect, it's turning into the said. Said to is turning into told, say to turning into tell, and says to turning into tells. There are the different rules which we have to keep in mind while doing from direct to indirect. First one, remove inverted commas. Verb changes from present to corresponding past tenses if reporting verb is in the past tense. Keep in mind, when your reporting verb is in the past tense, then only tenses are changing in the corresponding past tenses. Otherwise, if your reporting verb is in the present tense, there are no changes in the tense while doing direct to indirect. Third one, the first person I, we, and second person you changes to the third person he, she, it, they in indirect speech. As per our subject, those are changing. The conjunction that is placed at the place of comma. End your indirect speech with full stop. See students, here is one note. If your reporting verb is in the present tense or in future tense, the tense of the verb in indirect speech is not changed. For example, the teacher says, I am very busy. In this sentence, says is your reporting verb and this one is in present tense. So we are not going to change the tenses while doing from direct to indirect. So our answer is the teacher says that she is very busy. Present tense remain as it is present tense. Words denoting nearness of time and place change to the words denoting distance in time and place. Today is turning into that day. Tomorrow is turning into the next day. Yesterday into the previous day or the day before. Tonight into that night. Last night to the previous night. Next week, the following week. Just now, just then. This turning into that. This is turning into those. Ago is turning into before, here is turning into there, thus is turning into so. We have the modal verbs also. Modal verbs, will is turning into would, shall is turning into the should, sometimes shall is turning into the would as per the meaning of sentence. Can is turning into could, may into might, must into must or had to, and has to and have to, they are turning into had to. Definitely this chart will help you while doing direct to indirect. If reporting verb is in the past tense while changing from direct to indirect, following changes took place. Direct speech and your indirect speech. Your simple present tense is turning into simple past tense, present continuous into the past continuous, present perfect tense into the past perfect, simple past tense into the past perfect, past continuous into the past perfect continuous tense, and your past perfect tense remain as past perfect tense while changing from direct to indirect. When these tenses are changing? If your reporting verb is in past tense. Let's see some examples here. Riya said to me, I have painted a picture. Which tense we can find out? I have painted? Definitely present perfect tense. So present perfect tense will turning into past perfect. So Riya told me that she had painted a picture. Said to is there, so it's turned into the told. Conjunction we have used that, and present perfect tense turned into the past perfect. Riya told me that she had painted a picture. He said the horse died in the night. This is your simple past tense, and it is also turning into the past perfect. So he said that the horse had died in the night. Rahul said to Nidhi, I am completing my project. I am completing is your present continuous tense. Present continuous will turn into the past continuous tense. So Rahul told Nidhi that he was completing his project. Now what are the exceptions for this rule? Past tense rule, there are some exceptions. When the universal truth, general truth and the habitual fact or scientific statement is explained through the sentence, that time we are not changing the tense of a sentence. Let's see the example. Teacher said, honesty is the best policy. Now our reporting verb is in the past tense, but whatever the statement of the teacher is, this one is our general truth, or we can call it as a proverb. And proverbs are in present tense. We are unable to change their tense. So teacher said that honesty is the best policy. Next example, the child studied. The sun rises in the east. This one is your universal truth. We can't change it. And the child studied that the sun rises in the east. Maybe our reporting verb is in the past tense, but we are not changing it because general truth, habitual fact, scientific statement or universal truth, if it is explained through the sentence, we are unable to change their tense. Student, here is in front of you one chart. In this chart, you can find out the different types of the sentences, their reporting verbs, conjunctions and examples. Whatever the examples we have learned before, those were your assertive sentences example. In those sentences, you can find out we have used the reporting verb said and told, and conjunction was used that. So let's see first the assertive sentence. In assertive sentence, said or told, these are reporting verbs. Conjunction is used that. For example, she said she taught online yesterday. Here, she said that she had taught online the day before. So we can find out that as the conjunction. Said is remain as the said because listener is not available. When listener is available and said to is there, said to is turning into told. Now let's come towards our exclamatory sentence. In exclamatory sentence, reporting verb is used exclaim. And to maintain the meaning of the sentence, sometimes we are adding along with the exclaimed, with sorrow, with joy, sadly, happily, such kind of words. Conjunction is used that. Let's see the example. How smart he is, she said. She exclaimed that he was very smart. Maybe your exclamatory sentence is ending with the exclamatory mark, but when you are changing from direct to indirect, your indirect sentence always ending with full stop. You have to convert it from exclamatory to assertive sentence. So he was very smart and full stop. The sportsman said, alas, I lost. In this sentence, you can find out alas. Alas is denoting your sadness. And so while changing from direct to indirect, the sportsman exclaimed sadly that he had lost. To maintain the meaning of the sentence, we have added here sadly. In imperative sentence, we can find out the reporting verbs told, requested, commanded, suggested, order, begged, etc. Because we have to maintain the meaning of the sentence. As per the sentence, we can use our reporting verbs, and conjunction is used infinitive form of the verb. Means 2 plus verb is used as the conjunction. Let's see the example. Mrs. Naik said to Rakesh, "Get out of the class." Here, when Mrs. Naik said to Rakesh, it's an order. So Mrs. Naik ordered Rakesh to get out of the class. Get is turned into the to get into infinitive form. He said to him, "Please wait here till I written." We can find out please word is there, so it's your request. So he requested him to wait there till he returned. And our last type is interrogative sentences. In interrogative sentences, there are the 2 types. One is your WH question and second one is your yes or no type of question, or you can call it as the verbal question. In interrogative sentences, we can find out the reporting verbs such as ask, question, inquired, etc. In WH question, we are using WH word as the conjunction. See the example. He said to me, "What are you doing?" He asked me what I was doing. So we can find out here the what is used as the conjunction. But in our verbal question or yes or no question, we have to use the conjunction if or whether. Both are the same meaning. The teacher said, "Are you ready for the test?" The teacher asked if they were ready for the test. Here we have used the conjunction if, and in your WH question we have used the conjunction WH word. If which is there, then you will use which. What is there, then the what. How is there, then the how. According to your WH word, conjunction will be there. And in verbal question, if will be your conjunction. So I hope with the help of this chart, all the rules and the regulations of this direct and indirect, those are clear to you. Students, here are some examples for the homework. I hope you will be able to solve these examples, and it will be the test, means how much you understood the video. Please solve these examples and write the answers in comment box section. If you have any kind of doubts, then you can ask through the comments. Kindly do like, share and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get the notifications of all my new videos. Thanks for watching.